Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to theeradillo FC. I am your host, theeradillo, and the ugliest Manchester United fan in the world. Welcome to the chat. Let's move to this gentleman with Riaola and Paul Pogba. Like I said, if you're listening, we do it on the YouTubes, and there's visuals and stuff. We're gonna talk about Paul Pogba. I don't want to talk about too much, honestly, because this is kind of a already run story where Mino Riaola is this sack of potatoes that just keeps talking, and basically has said that his client wants out. He doesn't want to sign a new contract. He wants to go to Real Madrid, and things that we already know, things that we've already heard. Honestly, this didn't happen during an international break, so it's kind of a little surprising. Or in the off season, so but not surprising to come from him. I am on the side, or I'm in the circle of people where I'm fine with letting Paul Pogba go. You guys can hold on to him as much as you want. You guys that love him so much. You could definitely, I'm fine with him staying here. You guys can have him. But I'm totally okay with selling him off and then using the allocated money. We'll probably get like 60 to 50% of that money to be able to go back in our transfer budget, or maybe less. But if you would tell me right now that Real Madrid is offering us 100 million for him and we get to keep 70% of that into our transfer budget, then I'll take that, because that can go towards something else. I think midfield wise, next year we're gonna have a lot more depth. I know a lot of people aren't too excited about Gardner, or Gardner, however you want to pronounce his name. I think he's doing wonderful at Watford, and I'm not saying he's Paul Pogba, but he definitely can play that position. Ethan Gouthbraith is another guy that I already brought up earlier that I want to see more. So it's not like we're going to be not having... I mean, you can't just bring in a world-class player that easily. And I say world-class in quotation marks, because I only think he really is a world-class player when he plays for France or when he played for Juventus. He really hasn't had very much of a world-class form for us. I would say the year that he did was when he was scoring a bunch of those penalties and he was killing it for us. But that was like his only good run he's had. Other than that, it's been either Paul or just Pogba. It hasn't been Paul Pogba. We haven't got the whole package. So if we can, repackage him and get some money for him, I'm fine with that. Or maybe a shout for Jack Grealish. Maybe getting a winger instead that's ready to go for us. I'm not saying just Jadon Sancho. I know we just brought two younger guys that play in that position. But it's really going to be up to Ollie and the board and obviously Paul Pogba. I don't think Real Madrid can even probably put 100 million down for him, because they are just putting so much money down on these random players that they're actually like... It's funny to see Real Madrid and Barcelona bid so much for these players and have them not work out, even though we're kind of on that same end as well with Paul Pogba. And he's been an alright player. Like this past weekend, I was very happy for him to score that goal and for the club, because it was like, finally, like there's going to be a highlight where we remember when we bought Paul Pogba back, and then that will be part of the highlight, like where he scores, and then that's it. And then maybe him raising the Europa League trophy, and that's it. And then I think this summer, Donny van der Beek is going to be the guy that probably replaces him in the long run. I think Donny will probably have won more trophies for United than Paul Pogba at the end of it. So, I want consistency. I want great consistency and playing for the team, playing for the badge, and playing for the manager. over being world class for like 3 games a year. If that makes any sense. I'm fine with that. Now, if you guys want to keep Paul Pogba, let me know why. Why would you want to keep Paul Pogba? If you want to sell him, tell us why. What do you not like about him? Obviously, he's been gone after from the press, which happens. But let us know. Let me know. Let us and me know. I know that as of recording on December 9th of 2020, Ollie's already responded to Riaola's comments. Said that I'm gonna have to remember it off the top of my head. I think he said basically that the team should be more basically important, or his client should take the team more important. Basically, it's a very like Ollie comment because he obviously can't be too confrontational, and I thought it was a right comment. I think it was a very professional comment, and yeah, that's basically it for that. And then one last thing as well is if he goes to Real Madrid, that's another project club. It's not like obviously right now United, he's gone through this is his second project manager. Obviously Jose was one, where that was like the Jose project. Now we're on the Ollie project, and we're getting closer and closer to hopefully to that finished product. But then if you go to Real Madrid, who knows in the summer, which we probably won't sell him in January. There's no way we're gonna sell him in January. I don't think. There's no way Real Madrid are gonna pop up 100 million for him right now. Plus, so with that said, I don't think they're gonna have the money. And then also he's gonna go to a club where yes, they did win the league last year, but it's La Liga, so that's kind of just a trophy you just get when you just arrive. But like they're not doing so good in Champions League right now, and I think they're sitting 4th on the table. So they are not in much better shape than we are at the moment because of the exodus of Ronaldo. They're still feeling those effects because they have a Hazard basically, and you know, it makes sense because also Kroos and Modric. I guess if you can make that argument as well. They're gonna be up there. They're gonna need to be replaced, and I guess Paul Pogba can be one of those guys. But I think if he goes to Real Madrid, like let's say this deal happens, he goes to Real Madrid, he's gonna look better than what he was at United. He's gonna look happier, probably, but he's not gonna be much better, I don't think. Because I don't think the competition in La Liga is as good as it is here. Also, I feel like he didn't really get that number 10 role that he probably should have, or that midfielder role throughout his time. And obviously, he's had to play in the deeper positions, but it's not like he has not had to do that for France. So I don't know. Yeah, let's keep it a moving. We're gonna talk about